Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is Tuesday, July 25th. Looking at the overall economic calendar, you guys can see nothing really too much is happening today. Tomorrow we have new home sales, we have FOMC at 2 o'clock, and we have Fed Powell at 2:30. Jobless claims on Thursday, and then Friday we have PCE and Employment Cost Index. So make sure you guys check this out on Market Watch. Jumping over towards the charts. Jumping over towards the charts, we're going to talk about Meta. Meta, you guys can see this is the 180-day 4 hour. The RSI is very oversold on Meta. Meta was trading at 318. She basically pulled back towards 287. She does have earnings coming up soon. So on the 26th, which is tomorrow. So definitely want to be cautious with swinging Meta, but earnings is going to be tomorrow after hours. Looking at Meta, Meta is oversold. It should be due for some possible uptrend. So if you guys want to watch it today for a breakup 294, she could possibly start pushing up from 294 to 300. And then to the downside, I wouldn't want to short it unless it gets below 287. Below 287, that's the 180-day SMA. And then we could possibly start going down towards like those 277s. But overall, I do think she's leaning more towards the bullish side, not for earnings, just for in general day trade purposes. Next one we're going to talk about is NVIDIA. NVIDIA is trading at 480. Overall pulled back over here. And you guys can see it found some type of support at 450. Want to watch to see if it holds above this 1 year trade line over here. The 1 year trade line is at 451. So let's see if it holds above 451. You can see the RSI is a little bit more on the oversold side. MACD does look like it wants to cross up. So if we start to hold above 451, we can start pushing up towards 460, maybe even gapping up towards these 470 levels on NVIDIA. To the downside, I definitely want to watch to see if it breaks below 448. Remember, the break of the trade line is going to be a trend change. So on the break of 448, she could start basically going down towards 439 on NVIDIA. Next one we're going to talk about is actually Carvana. I was actually looking at it yesterday. Remember that gap up she did? She basically started to give the gap back. So she started to pull back down. She was trading at 62, and she's basically giving back this overall pull, that overall gap up she had. She basically gapped up from 35 to 62, announcing earnings basically 2 weeks early. So definitely want to see what's going to overall happen over here as it starts to find some type of support. But definitely watch it for the break of $50. Once it starts to break $50, she could start going back up to our 62 on the top over here. And to the downside, she's finding some type of support at 43. So want to see if she holds above 43. If not, she could basically go back down towards 34. Just be cautious. The contract could be a little bit wide on Carvana. Next one we're going to talk about is Tesla. Tesla is another one that we were watching. Had an overall pullback from earnings from 299 all the way down towards 254. And you guys can see she was oversold and she started to create this bounce, right? This bounce opportunity. She started to hold above not only the 180-day SMA, but the 180-day trade line, and we are holding above it right now, giving signs of bullishness. MACD has crossed up. RSI has room to upside. Only obstacle it has is this 274 over here, which is the 1 year trade line. So she's still below the 1 year trade line. Definitely want to be cautious with that. Once it starts to break above that 274, 275 level, we can start basically pushing up towards those 280 levels. So make sure you guys keep an eye on Tesla to the upside, especially if she starts to break above that one year trade line, that 274 up towards that 283, and to the downside, dropping down towards the 20-day. We want to watch to see if it breaks below 268, then we could start basically going down towards 260. So looking at the 20-day, you guys can see she's right below the 20-day SMA as well too. So definitely want to be cautious. Watch those levels on Tesla. Next one we're going to talk about is SPY. SPY is basically going sideways, trapped between 456 and this 450 level. Want to see what's going to overall happen. Maybe SPY is waiting for earnings. But overall, a lot of companies are announcing earnings this week and next week, so want to watch to see how it performs. Overall, SPY is looking like it's on an overall uptrend, although it may not seem so. It is holding above the trade line, making higher lows, right? We were trading around 452, and now we're at 454, and she's still holding above that trade line. So let's see if she breaks above 455 today, and then she could start possibly going up to 456 and maybe break out. The MACD is crossed up on the SPY, and then if we look at the 20-day, 20-day, she is still looking bullish as well too. And she's above the 1 year. The 1 year trade line is at 450. So she is still holding up on the bullish trend, right? So she hasn't broken the bullish trend overall, even though she's still overbought. So keep an eye on SPY. We may have pullbacks, but still, she is still holding above that 1 year, so she's bullish, right? So let's see what happens. Make sure you guys keep an eye on SPY. Make sure you guys keep an eye out for these key levels. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to this video. And then I'll see you in the next one. Peace.